is Maggie Lukowski from Maggie Moon Tarot, and here are the vibes for the week. Mercury on Thursday moved into Cancer and will be there for several weeks. During this period, take time with our words, as Mercury likes to get messages delivered promptly, but sensitive Cancer can take it sometimes the wrong way. It's actually a great time to practice empathy and hone our listening skills. Think before we speak, adding uplifting emotions into our words and actions. Breath work, a few deep belly breaths, helps center ourselves before we speak or take action. Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde on the 7th. And this evening, Saturday the 31st, we have an opportunity period, the Cancer void moon. When the moon is void, of course, in the signs of Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Pisces, it's a good thing. There is a fortuitous window to make some plans for fun and relaxation. And we're welcoming in June this week. June is a time to pick strawberries, sit out in the evening watching the fireflies, donning our summer hats, painting our toenails, pretty colors, eating ice cream, and the roses are in bloom, and so are we. And for this reading, I'm using the Rainbow Travelers Tarot deck by Carmen Waterman. And I'm adding a slightly different twist for foundation positions. I'm using 3 cards from the deck of 1,000 Spreads by Tierney Sadler. And this deck is 59 cards. They're all color-coded, broken down into 5 sets, with 6 blank customizable cards. And I love to work designing different spreads, and Tierney's cards makes it so easy to work with, to create a story for our spread. So you can randomly select 1 card for the day. This card is Spirit. A simple spread, or work with a more complex spread without having to write down and remember each position and giving it more structure. And an in-depth companion book comes with the cards to help you with your spread casting. And on her website, she has scads of information and tips for spread casting. So for the beginning of the week, I selected a blue influence card. And it's called What to Know. And it says something to look out for, look forward to, or be aware of before you make a decision to move forward. So, what do we need to know before we move forward in the beginning of the week? And I pulled the Hierophant. And that's key card 5 in the Major Arcana. And in this Hierophant, you see a mystical teacher standing in a library holding a key with his wings furled. The steps on the right are illuminated for us to take the steps necessary to pursue our path and find the answers. There's so much information and sources available to us. We just have to look. Sometimes our beliefs change, our teachers or mentors change, and we may turn within, listening to our own higher self, with help from our angels or guardians. And we actually hold the key to the next step. And midweek, I wanted to look at underlying influences that we may encounter. So I pulled the Two of Pentacles. And a woman is walking at night under the stars, and she's holding up a torch, lighting her way. And she's looking at 2 doors in front of her. And in the sky, birds are flying. And 2 birds have broken free from the flock. And 2 can be about choices and balance. Sometimes we feel it's hard to balance things in the physical realm here, or that maybe we don't have good choices or options available to us. So what is influencing our decisions? Is it the stress of everyday life, family, friends, work? We just take a more playful view maybe, one of having fun with our choices. We can always choose play. A book that I love that's about play is authored by Jean Hamilton Ford, and it's called Play, Create, and Succeed. She talks about imagining how it feels to play, how it felt in our body when we were playful. Do we find ourselves smiling? Do we feel relaxed in our muscles in our body? And her acronym for play is P, permission, giving ourselves permission, L, for letting go of something, and A, for allowing, and Y, for yielding, surrendering to the moment. And at the end of the week, I selected the outcome card called the lesson, which can be the gift or karmic teaching. So we end with the universe. Card 21, the final card in the Major Arcana. And this angel or guardian is wearing a red gown with red wings. And she stands out on a ledge in the heavens, almost looking like she's looking at Earth, giving a blessing. And one of the birds we see is from the Two of Pentacles. Another celestial messenger is present here for us. And the vibration or gift to me from this card is that the universe is always supporting us. We have the messages we need when we need them. It's just a matter of having faith, making that divine connection with all that is. We are all connected in this web of life, but in the end, it all begins with each one of us. And for some of us, we may be at the end of a journey, ready to start again as the traveler. But we can take a pause before we move forward. And we can give thanks and gratitude for all that we have received along our journey, even the lessons. So for this week, we can look for what we need to know in those underlying influences, those keys, messages, teachers, that divine teacher within, the freedom of choices we have every minute, every day. And remember how we want to feel, that playful energy. The gift is knowing that the universe is always conspiring to help us. And the feng shui practice that I chose for this week is working with crystal clusters. And this is my quartz crystal cluster. And a crystal cluster is created by many crystal points emerging from a base. And the most common crystal clusters that you find are clear quartz crystals or apatholite crystals. And they're perfect energy to place in the family room or living area. And their points, they spread out in all directions, sparkling vibrations out. The crystal clusters remind us that we're all connected, and we each have our own unique light and vibration that we send out. So, if you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to click on the like and subscribe button. And a transcript is available in the About section of the video. And I've included links to the Rainbow Traveler's Tarot by Carmen Waterman and Tierney Sadler's Deck of 1,000 Spreads and Jean Hamilton Ford's book, Play, Create, and Succeed. My ending today is different. With the passing of Maya Angelou, I selected something she wrote that I love. And it goes, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Have a lovely week, and namaste.